Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I will let you know about the user and group related functions, whatever functions we perform on users and group. So first of all we will start our operating system. So that's a real test machine. Let it power up. And today I will also show you how to take the putty connection. So let's suppose your operating system is not in front of you, how you will take a remote session. So we have one tool called putty. With the help of this you can take a remote session. So I will show you how to take. Okay, now operating system is power on. Let's go inside. For taking the remote session, first you should know what is the IP address of a operating system. So I will show you how you can find the IP address of a machine. Let's log in inside. I'm logging using root user. Here I will last log in this. Let's make it full screen. Okay, now do right click and let me make it a little bit bigger screen so that it will be easier for you to view. So if you need to find the IP address, just press IP address. This is 127. This is loopback IP. Generally we don't use it, and we have IP address 192.168.105. So using this IP address, let me see. Okay, using this IP address you will be able to take the putty session. So IP address 192.168.1.105. let's open your putty software. You need putty, you need to download it from internet, and it's a very simple step to install it. 192.168.1.105. let's match it. Okay, this is correct. Let's go inside, click on open. Okay, here we can see, just I'll make the setting for you so that's easier for you to view. Just make it 14. Okay, now you can see it's a little bit bigger in text. Enter the root user, enter the password. Okay, so you need to run the ID. ID will let you know using which user account you are logging into system. So here is one specific file that's called etc passwd, which contain all the users and password related information. So to make it more easier, I will show you. I will write here etc passwd having 7 fields. First is user name, second is password, UID that means user ID, GID means group ID, and this is a description, and last one is shell. And one more is left. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, home directory. So it's a home directory. So username is, let's say for example you are going to create user student, and you may set any of the password. It's of your choice. Next, UID system will give by default. So I will show you when we will do lab. I will show you how the ID will be given by the system. Then that is also given by default by the system. Descriptions, it's a admin info, that means name of a admin, whatever you want to type for easy recognition. Home directory, each user have its own user directory where user can keep their personal information, user directory. Next is shell. Shell is a way to run the command where you give input and system will give output. So just we will do one example here. So etc pass wd, cat is used to see the content of a file, pass wd. So here we don't have any student, so let's create student, user add student. Okay, this command executed. So let's see whether we have any user or not. Pass wd. Okay, you can see student. So first field is student. So what we have given, student name, this is student. Okay, second field is for password. This section I will discuss in next video, where I will cover password related fields. This is UID. So this is a UID, user ID of student 1002. That's a group ID. So you can see etc group 102 group ID. Okay, so etc pass wd. Now this field is empty. You can see just here the dot, I haven't put anything. So let's do it. User mode means modify. So which you want to do, student you want to modify, -c, and just mention whatever you want to mention. Let's say student user. Okay, done. Let's see whether this field is filled or not. Now you can see student user. So by using this comment, you will be able to recognize this ID belongs to which user or admin. Next is home directory. So let's say if I do switching from student, so currently where I am, pass wd means current working directory. So home students. So whenever you create user, it's by default directory will be created. So always just take home student. If you are creating test user, so home test. So always ID and home directory will be of same name. Okay, so we do exit. So means switch. And if you want to see which shell we are using, so see bin bash, which is bin bash. So guys, if you have any doubt related to etc pass wd file, please you can ask questions, and you can ask your question inside the comments, and definitely I will try to reply all your questions answer. Next we will move to etc group files, which is etc group. So here we have 4 fields. One is group name, another is password, next is ID, and last one is GID. Last one is member of this group. Okay, so basically what we can see, IDs to student. Student ID is a 102, and he is a part of 102 student. That's a 102 student. Okay, Now what we want to do, we want to make student as part of maybe any of the group, let's say wheel group. So how to do it? User mode student hyphen a g means secondary group. First primary group is student, for the student user. Secondary group you can add anything, so I may give wheel because I already know there is a one group wheel. Let's see id showing secondary group for user or not. See, primary group student and secondary group is wheel, that's number 10. I can also show you get etc group, we have already group. This grab symbol and grab wheel. So you can see we have group wheel which id is 10, and student is already part of this wheel group because just now we have added using this command. So guys, I think, hope you will like this video, and this video will be very informative for you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel and keep updated about my next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.